Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Blue Devils offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big...
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And they can't make the play on third down. Our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Utep's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on 1st down. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Snags it over the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass is intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quick handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, the inside give. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the Miners will move the sticks.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Utep. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Blue Devils will punt this one away.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
That's caught. It's Kramer. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's going to pass on second down. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
From the gun, the ground game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hands it off. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Duke.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Miners come to the line in the hurry up.
2nd down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Feeling some heat. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's going to pass. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Gets it out quickly. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw. Wide open downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on.
Quarterback moving. Looking down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit.
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utep.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially.
Good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some play?
Makes the grab down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Miners are on the move. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure the...
Keep pounding away at this then play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to run for it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Give to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utep. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over FIU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards. 1st and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Miners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be dragged down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Finds the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Spins away from the defender. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Going up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Front of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Miners! They move on top here in the fourth.
Touchdown, Utep.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his target down the middle. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are on the table.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Pocket starts to collapse. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Miners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're testing the right side here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rush. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that. Guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong will kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Pushes toward the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and this offense needs a touchdown, and this defense is coming up big. The 2nd sack in a row, time running down, now forcing a 4th down. Nice job by this defense.
That's caught. It's Spears. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.